Hello world, welcome to our value review, where we ask ourselves the question, is Lego City Undercover really worth its price? If you're familiar with Lego games, you will know what to expect. For everyone else, the game is an open world action game with puzzle and platforming elements. The game has been out on WiiU for quite some time now, and has now been ported to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. This gives us a convenient excuse to review this game. So how about we get going and dive right into it. In general, Lego games stand out from the competition by the virtue of their presentation. The beautiful and colorful world made partially out of Legos gives them a very unique charm. Lego games are also well known for their style of humor, which is appreciated by players of all ages around the globe.
Hey, Harry! How many coffees have you had?
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Did I have 6 shots or only 5? Well...
Okay, you've had enough.
Let's talk about the story of the game. The game plays a lot like one of the older cop movies, especially Police Academy comes to mind. The game's music also fits that theme very well, and is an enjoyable aspect of the game. Lego City Undercover puts you into the shoes of Chase McCain, a cop who has mastered the art of disguise. Your goal is to catch Rex Fury, a master criminal who has just escaped from prison. To do so, you must go undercover and climb the ranks of the criminal world to be able to get close enough to Rex Fury to arrest him. Along the way, you will discover many surprises, which will make you do some very interesting things. Overall, the story takes itself very lightly, and combined with its jokes, the well-made cutscenes and the voice acting, ends up being very enjoyable. So how is the gameplay in Lego City Undercover then? It is actually very easy. All aspects about it seem to be designed to be suited for people at the very start of their gaming careers. Victory in combat is achieved by pressing one button to knock your enemies to the floor and another to arrest them. Later in the game, there is marginally more depth to the combat. Since you just respawn without any penalty when you die though, it makes very little difference. However, the combat includes the design philosophy of Lego games. It is filled with humorous elements and is very stylish, enjoyable and fun to look at. There is still a lot more stuff to do than just the combat in this game. Its main gimmick is Chase McCain's disguises. Freely swapping between a variety of costumes allows you to get different abilities which are necessary to solve the puzzles in this game. There are a lot of puzzles, and most of them are quite easy. However, the disguises, which you unlock as you progress through the game, greatly mix up the gameplay so that it rarely feels monotone and keeps the player engaged. The game plays in Lego City, an open world filled with objectives and secrets that would make any completionist gush. Think Grand Theft Auto, but with Legos. It also acts as a sort of hub world for the 15 levels, which are filled with a sequence of closed-off puzzles and combat that you progress through in the main story. There is also replayability in the levels, by revisiting them when you have obtained additional costumes with more abilities, allowing you to do things you were barred from before. You traverse the open world mainly on foot or by car, which ends up being one of our main critique points about the game. The driving could have been implemented a lot better, since it feels very off. Handling is either too lax or too tight, and at best, the cars feel like bumper cars. Then there are also quite a few unnecessarily long driving sections, which should have really been avoided. All in all, the gameplay keeps itself very simple and easy to understand. The addition of a co-op mode in this re-release makes it ideal to be enjoyed with someone less experienced with gaming. It took us around 14 hours to complete the main story of the game, with there being a lot of side activities left to be done. The humor and stylish elements can make this game something very enjoyable to play around in. We would like to add a few words on the Technic Performance of the game. It runs quite good on consoles, barring the long load times. The PC port could be a lot better though. While there are a lot of far worse ports around, the game really needs extra polish on PC to fulfill the standards expected by the community. The settings menu, for example, was broken, and to actually edit those, we had to do so with the config files. The game breaks when alt-tabbing and crashed a total of 5 times on us during our play. Overall, in terms of graphical throughput, performance seemed to be what it should be, although it was still evident in some parts of the game that it is a port of a last-gen system. In conclusion, the game is very light-hearted and focuses on the fun first and foremost. The lack of depth hurts the game for more experienced gamers and is carried by the story and its humor. This results in us giving the game a score of 76. While the game can be quite lengthy if you go for absolute completion, the lack of depth greatly reduces its value. Combined with a 14-hour playtime, we estimate the game's value to be around $28. We can greatly recommend this game to anyone starting off in their gaming career or to more hardcore players who are looking for a funny and easygoing experience to take their minds off other things. Thank you for watching. We hope you liked our review and would greatly appreciate any like or comment. If you want to hear more from us, please hit that subscribe button below or check out our Twitter and Facebook pages. The links are in the video description below. You can also find a link to our own site there, so check it out once you have the time. If you have any feedback for us, please let us know. We are always happy to learn. All in all, take care. We hope to see you around.